Right. Right. Hey, you guys know, is it pronounced GIF or JIF? Hey, you guys know, is it pronounced GIF or JIF? Hey, you guys know, is it pronounced GIF or JIF? Hey, you guys know, is it pronounced GIF or JIF? Hey, you guys know, is it pronounced GIF or JIF? I recently saw a guy in a teardrop tattoo on his face, and one of those no smoking slashes through it. So either he had turned his life around, he doesn't cry, or he brought a guy back to life. It can only be one of those three things. I was recently driving on the highway. I stopped by an intersection. There was a guy on the side of the road with a cardboard sign. Just said, "Living in the woods since divorce in September." Which, first off, it's a great word economy. I know so much about this guy in one sentence. But also, it's June. If he's been living in the woods since September, I think he's making it. So maybe instead of begging, he's just bragging about his accomplishments. Living in the woods since divorce in September. Suck on that, Janice. Whatever his wife's name was. I don't get high regularly. But this past weekend, one of my friends got me to do a dab. As I was riding out the wave of that high, I noticed there were a lot of cats around. There was a suspicious amount of cats. There was nothing, and then puff cats everywhere. So as I was riding out the wave of that high, I was petting one of the cats. It occurred to me, I realized no one will ever pet me that way. Because no one's hand-to-me ratio will ever match my hand-to-cat ratio. Just gotta think of how big someone's hand would have to be to grab me by the scruff of my neck and caress my excessive back hair. Personally, I don't believe in owning a gun. I don't care what anybody else does or believes, but I still want to try to protect myself if somebody breaks into my home. So I was thinking maybe I could just make the sound of a rifle loading using household objects. Scare them off. I was thinking probably what would happen though is one night the burglar does finally break in. I hear him. I sneak down to the kitchen to make that gun sound. Burglar walks in the kitchen, catches me in the act. He has a real gun. So all I've got is a toaster full of quarters. And then I realized, I should have used the blender. I would have thought I had a chainsaw. So somebody recently asked me what my favorite pizza topping is. I was all ready to say sausage when my mind spun into madness. Because my second choice was cheese. And yes, sausage is a topping, but under that, cheese is also a topping. Below that is a sauce, that's a topping too. Beneath that is the crust. It's not a pizza, it's just a crust, or a base, or at this point it's just a bottoming. So if it's a bottoming and an infinite series of toppings, where is the pizza? Where is the pizza? Is it some infinitesimal line between the sauce and the crust? Can it only be defined in a photo? When a chef bakes one, at what point does he know when what he's made is a pizza? When does he know? When does he go, that's a pizza? Which, by the way, if you say that's a pizza, it sounds like you have an Italian accent, but it's grammatically correct. That's a pizza. I just want to know when. When is a pizza? I can define a sandwich because a sandwich knows what it is. There's a floor and a ceiling. What goes inside is up to you. No matter what you fill it with, doesn't make it any less of a sandwich. So if a sandwich is truth, then pizza is a lie. If I have two pizzas, I take one pizza, flip it upside down on top of the other pizza. Pizza's gone. If it ever was such, because now it's a sandwich. We've established. You roll it up, it's a burrito. You fold it in half, it's a taco. You blend it, you're an idiot. So Fine, if we agree that pizza exists regardless of how or when, it must be a dimension all in its own. Pizza is time. You can call it a pizza, but it's only at a varied stage in its own existence. You can top it forever, but every stage is still pizza. Pizza's an illusion. Pizza is everything. It's all pizza. So I just ordered breadsticks. Couldn't take it. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for coming.